We just finished our final dinner here in Kangalusawak, and great fun. It's like with anything where there's excitement and nerves. I remember from sporting days as well, and working with teams and such. It's humor is often a way to break that and just to kind of level out the headspace and kind of get ready for the whole thing, which is awesome. But we're doing a lot of thinking, obviously, and more to come when we're on the ice now. But the and this is me who's going to try and extract some value for you out of the experience from a life point of view. And I think the view of time, how we see time, is one of the biggest challenges we face. It is what it is. So if I look at what we're about to do tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we get on a bus, and then we have, let's call it 30 days on the ice, crossing 540 something kilometers of ice. The view of time, if you look at it like that, it's a problem, right? It's, oh my God, I've got 25 days to go. Instead of just, right, let's just get to set up camp tomorrow night. The distance with any goal is the time is how we mess our own things up, because we focus on how far we have to go instead of just the next step. You probably know this and you're like, yeah, yeah, but think about anything in your life. Those are the things. Those are the things that we struggle with, is we think so far ahead, and that's when comparison starts. So, yeah, the thing I've been thinking about a lot is the way we view time is the biggest challenge we face. Yeah? Because you think, God, I need to get 25 days, it's so far, 540 kilometers, that's Johannesburg to Durban. Oh my God. No, just baby steps, chunk. I've spoken to some of my clients about chunking, and it's chunking pieces together. So for tomorrow is wrap up in the room, have breakfast, get on the bus, get to point 660 where we start, and then just get through the ice as far as we can, and then get to camp tomorrow night. That's it. And then you do it again and again, instead of doing this massive thing. So the view of time is one of the biggest challenges we have. Whatever you have in your life, work, relationships, career, sport, mental health, physical health, the view of time, it becomes overwhelming when you think of the big picture, and that's never going to work. So anyway, that's my little bit of a trying to add value, I suppose. But it's also this whole thing, and it's amazing being in the same energy and space as people who get it, who also have bigger visions, bigger goals, wanting to do things. And I think what's important, I'm gonna be pretty vulnerable and open now, but I want to try and take amazing experiences like this and impact people. I will, and I'm being honest, I think I would regret if something like this only impacts me, like it already has. And it's not fear, it's an excitement, it's goal, it's dedication, it's training, it's nerves, it's anxious, it's all these things. But if I'm the only one that benefits from it and it only impacts my life, to me, that would be a regret. It really would. So I am looking ahead. How can this be extrapolated into something more? Inspiration, whatever it is. How can I, when I get back, and I've got some ideas, I've got some stuff rolling, but how can I use something like this to impact other people, for this experience to help other people? And I mean, we speak about purpose and meaning and all these things. So it's interesting sitting here and thinking about that. And I think in the bigger picture, because I've spoken about this to clients, right? What is purpose? What is meaning? What is your purpose? And it's such a fucking big question. It's like, oh God, I don't know. But I've always said that my purpose is to bring value to every single interaction I have, whether it's a waitress, someone online, a good friend, family member, a client, whatever the case is, but every interaction, whether online or in the real world, to bring value to it. And maybe it's, and it sounds like, oh, but just make the world a little bit better than before I was here. that. So something like this, which is, and look, I've always had faith in humanity and gratitude for people, and I understand that you bring value to people and so on, but for so many people to have come to the party, so to speak, and to make this possible for me, I feel like I need to give it back. And not just to those people, to anybody, everybody, right? How do you make the world better than before you were here? And to me, it's about the lessons, and I've mentioned this before, is wisdom and knowledge and lessons and all perspective comes from the extreme of the human experience. Like sometimes life fucks you up and you get pushed to those extremes. Your choice whether you learn from it or do what myself and this amazing group of people here are doing, and you make a choice. Like, I'm gonna do the most ridiculous thing I ever have. Challenging, yes. Ready, yes, 100%. But that is where the lessons come from, right? So I can teach people, I can help people, I can bring value. And even if you're not a client who's working with me, still online, hopefully there's something there. And I think through everything that the last year leading up, it's longer than that, but real preparation has been, is what lessons, what foundations that I've created, what frameworks that I use for myself, for my coaching clients, can help people, and this is important, to suffer better. If you're hoping not to suffer in your life, I think you're missing the point. I think suffering is a part of life. It is. Doing hard things makes us feel valuable. It makes us feel purposeful. It makes us feel meaningful. Too many people wish, I wish I didn't have this struggle and all this. So now I'm thinking of a Lord of the Rings quote where Frodo says to Gandalf, he wished the ring never came to him. And then Gandalf's answer is something like, we don't always get to choose what happens. We only get to choose what we get to do with the time that remains, or something like that. I'm butchering it, but you get the idea. So the idea is maybe I can help people to suffer better. It sounds interesting, but it is. It's suffering's part of it. Doing hard things is part of it. Getting fucked over by life is part of it. You're going to suffer. Deal with it. Don't wish it's not there. Wish you can suffer better, that you can cope, that you have frameworks, that you had protocols. So that's just some thoughts here before we head off on this thing. If you want to do great things, you have to make peace with suffering. If you want to achieve goals, you have to get used to doing the hard things. And sitting here now, the hard work is done. The prep is done. I can't do shit now to improve my odds of doing this thing. Now it goes up here. And it's learning how to suffer better over the next month. Fuck, it's a long time. Anyway. So what am I leaving you with? The view of time is the biggest challenge that we have. I'm staring down, and this group of people here, we're staring down 25 to 30 days, but you can't look at it like that. Oh my God, there's 500 kilometers to go. No. Chunk it, small. The view of time is the biggest challenge that you have. And then, personally, I'm going to do whatever I can, because I do not want to regret that this just impacted me. And that's a big deal for me. I want to leave the world a better place because of this. And I want to help people to suffer better through lessons that I've learned from the extreme of human experience. Because sometimes if life forces it on you, it's harder. Because you have to cope with it first. You have to make peace with it first. Self-imposed, different story. Anyway, so this is it. I'm going to post this now, go to bed. And then tomorrow we're off. You can follow along if you're keen on my website. The link is in my Instagram bio, jerryvanderwalt.com/Greenland. I'll be posting as much as I can, but not at the expense of being present. Okay, I've been talking a long time now. Thank you for following along. Thank you for making this possible. Thank you for the messages. And leave the world a little bit better than when I found it. That's the goal. Catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.